Hello comrades, CommissarBRO here today with Steel Division Normandy 44. This game hasn't come out yet, it's actually still in beta, essentially. You can actually purchase access to the beta with a copy by purchasing the game on Steam for $40. So, what is this game? Well, simply stated, if you've played the war game games, specifically like War Game Red Dragon, then you're going to be pretty familiar with this game. The engine is relatively the same. Well, no, I think it is the same engine. The game mechanics are relatively the same, except it's in World War II rather than being a modern-day conflict. So, without further ado, we're basically going to jump right in. I will mention that there is multiplayer, and there is ways to actually customize the decks that you build. In this game, they're just called battle groups. Right now, currently in this version, there's only allies. There's only two groups of allies to choose from, the 3rd Armored Spearhead and the 15th Scottish Infantry. And then you've got the 12th SS Panzer, and then the 91 Luftlandde Hattingen Division. So yeah, you've got a pretty decent number of troops to choose from just right now. Supposedly the full game is going to feature over 400 troops, so it's going to be pretty big to say the least. We're just going to go right into a skirmish, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm really bad at this game. I've been struggling with it. Because it's a very fast-paced, very large-scale game, and you can just tell that it very much favors the current maps available favors having multiple people in the game to fight the battles. So basically, the best way I've found so far to really enjoy it is the 2v2, 3v3s, and the 4v4s. Truly, the 1v1s are far more difficult. But again, this could just be because I'm a noob, and I do apologize ahead of time if that's not exactly makes you happy and whatnot. Starting off, we're going to basically put a time limit of about 30 minutes. We're going to put the income rate at high. Actually, we're going to put it at very high to kind of make things happen a bit faster. Conquest points are going to be put at 2,000. So basically, stuff is going to chug right along here, and with our allies, we should hypothetically be able to beat things pretty easily. We've got both the 3rd Armored Americans here and versus the Germans. And let's get right into the game. Let's not waste any time. So, like I said, this is a World War II game, so you're going to basically be seeing a lot of Shermans and all sorts of fun stuff like that, or Panthers and Panzers. Starting out, you basically have a screen that operates in the same as how War Game Red Dragon was. Ooh, yeah, so that's where they're going to be attacking. That's their attack beacon. This is their forces so far. It looks like they've got, a half-track. They've got a Jeep. One Jeep's a 50 cal Jeep. And then 2 more half-tracks with an additional M20 command car over there to the left. So we're going to go with, what are we going to build? I don't know, I haven't really played with the Americans yet. I've played as the Germans and the Brits, but I haven't really played as the Americans. The American tanks are not quite... I'm not a big fan of World War II American tanks myself. I don't get me wrong, I like Shermans. They're pretty cool looking and whatnot. But effective-wise, I much more appreciate some of the other tanks in the war. But anyway, we're just going to start out being simple. We're going to get an M8 command car and well, technically not a command car, a recon car at M8. And then we're going to have our M5A1 command tank being a Stuart. And we're going to roll right into the battle. We've only got 2 units, so this isn't enough to really start out with. But we're basically going to try to lock down this side of the road. Our ally is going to move right up the center and more than likely encounter some resistance there. While we're doing that, we're also going to bring in some riflemen. And they do come with bazookas. We're going to send them here, and basically we're going to want them to hold that side of the road. You generate more points, requisition points, as time goes on, and also depending on what phase of the battle you're in. Generally, Phase A, you get the least amount of points, and by Phase C, the final part of the battle, where units are fully recruitable and so on, is where stuff really starts to get kind of real. And we're going to start it out. We're going to put both of our tanks in the enemy air. Really? Okay, look at them. They actually call that a scout plane. So a little German scout plane sitting there flying around. but it wasn't really in our line of sight, so we can't identify. Oh, there we go. We just, as I'm saying, we can't identify what it is, and then we identify what it is. Typical. So this is how you know CommissarBRO doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Anyway, what are we gonna do? Do we want to call out? Let's call out a Rosie. Get us a scout plane to give us some eyes on in this area here. So when you call in an airplane, you actually go to the bottom left. Those are off-map units, and then you can just call them right in. And in this particular case, calling in Rosie is going to give us eyes on to this pocket here. Again, this is mostly what I'm concerned about. I don't care too much about fighting for control of the central part of the map. I'll leave that up to our medium allies, and hopefully they'll do a good job of holding off against the Germans. As we can see here, they're already starting to engage some of the armored cars, and these squads are getting pinned down and trying to fight, and it's not really going too well. And look at this, half-track is basically pinned down by an AT gun, which is probably going to blow it up if it doesn't move. Oh no, they actually managed to pin down the AT gun. Oh, they're slowly killing the crew of the gun too. Oh, it's just a Pack 38, so not surprised. Or a Pack 36, the 37mm version, the little tiny one. So, as we can see, we have an enemy command tank. Oh, that's just a Panzer 35 coming down the road. That's going to be kind of scary. We should probably get us an M5 57mm gun up here to be able to hold off against that tank. I don't really have too much faith in the effectiveness of our early tier tanks, but hopefully the command tank will hold on this road just fine. You have a variety of different units. You have tanks, you've got support, anti-tank, anti-air. Obviously, everything has something it's good at. You've even got some artillery pieces in the game as well, from Calliopes to Priest, essentially. And there's some pretty cool pieces I've seen so far. I know the Germans also have the Hummel. Those are available for usage. Look at that Pack 36 just kind of rolling through the road. Baby steps. And we're sitting here looking at this guy. We don't have any airplanes that could pierce that tank right now. I think a P-51 should be able to, but I doubt it would. But we do have some P-47 Thunderbolts that have some rockets, which would be kind of cool if we got those further on down the road. I think this is our M5, so we're going to go ahead and deploy it. Actually, you know what? We're going to deploy it about right here. Put it right there in kind of the middle of the road and put it in cover. Basically, there is an auto cover system, so most units will pretty much just go ahead and go. Those dudes have to be really strong to be carrying that thing that easily. But, Oh, enemy contact. I guess they probably popped a few shots off at Rosie there, but that's okay. Our half-tracks and our infantry squads are still good to go. There doesn't seem to be any enemy units moving up right here, so it'd probably be best if we actually start kind of giving some more backup. I am going to call in a scout squad to stay with the infantry here, and we're going to bring in another infantry squad there. We're actually even going to bring in a heavier tank, the M4A1 Sherman, to move up with our dudes on the right. I kind of want to secure the right and make sure we have that all cleared and good to go. I'll call out one more AT gun. Let's pull out some anti-air, get us a Bofors to kind of set here in these trees. Yeah, specifically for that reason, for enemy scout planes coming and flying through. We don't really want them to know what we have going on. I'm a very slow-paced kind of player, as you can see. I'm still learning the game, very much so. So I do stuff in baby steps, and you can actually slow down the speed of the game if it's too fast for you. Normally games like this aren't too fast for me, but for some reason the AI is pretty smart and pretty effective, so you got to be careful with how you engage them. Yeah, he's flying a bit too close for comfort. He's getting shot at, especially when our Bofors gets up there. The Bofors isn't going to be easy on him at all. Oh no, I think that's the Bofors right there. Oh no, that's the M5. So I guess that's the Bofors? Which one's the Bofors? That's something I kind of hope that they include in the future. Well, maybe the Bofors is in the back. This is probably the Yeah, there's the Bofors. Alright, yeah. Okay. See, I'm not crazy. I knew I called it a Bofors. I just sent it to the wrong place. I forgot which place I sent it to. We're actually going to drop the Bofors about here. As long as it can see the airplanes as they fly over, then it's positioned where it needs to be. We're going to take our armored riflemen, move them up. Our army riflemen. I wonder if it's armored or army. I'm not sure. I do like that it seems like airplanes don't have fuel in this game. Or Do they? I think this guy has fuel. Is that fuel? Is that like a fuel symbol? I can't tell. I can't really see it. But what we'll do, because I don't really know if units have fuel. See, we're learning things right now. Fall back. Again, this is entirely a first impressions for the most part. I've only really played one other game, and airplanes have not been a major part of it. We are going to call back Rosie so she doesn't sink into the dirt. I would like to keep her around a bit longer myself, but we are going to go ahead and start moving up some of our troops on the eastern side. Our allies in the west seem to be doing pretty good against the enemy. I would actually like to play this game with people. I imagine it's probably pretty fun. We're gonna put our anti-tank gun down right there. We're gonna take these guys because these are recon dudes. We're just gonna kind of move them up here, and we're probably gonna drop them in the bushes right over there to give us some more eyes on. We're gonna move up this half track too. No reason to keep it here in the back. And we're gonna put the Bofors in the trees if we can get it in there. Move up this other half track. Again, no reason to waste guns that are just sitting around. Check out more tanks. Well, we got more tanks. Our M4A1 arrived where it needed to. So we're going to move up our command tank, and I'm going to take this AT gun, and I'm going to move it up the street a bit. I want it to basically be within range of that Panzer there, but it's still out of range. It's actually not going to get in range unless that enemy Panzer moves down the road a bit. So we could take our M4A1 and try to engage it. We know he's there, so we can hit him and he can't hit us. Let's speed it up a little bit. Put it on fast so stuff starts happening a little bit faster. Ooh, let's slow it back down again. Looks like an enemy Jeep has engaged an enemy unit engaged our Jeep and took out the Jeep. Disabled it, unfortunately, so our men are now walking around on foot. We're going to move them up. We want to make sure we keep eyes on there. Let's call out some artillery. Well, no, I don't really see any artillery that I like so far, so maybe we'll wait on that one. I kind of want to get one of these, but we don't get those until one of the later phases, or a Calliope. I'd like to have a Calliope. Calliopes are dope. We should actually call out some supply tanks, though, if we have any of those. Oh, we don't have any supply units right now. Well, shit. Let's hope we don't run out of fuel. That could be a problem. All right, let's put it back on. Oh, our M4A1 engaged and blow up that tank in one shot. One nasty shot right to the frickin'... Is that the rear? No, that's the front. Hit him right in the front of the tank. Blow him up. All right, well, I'll take it. I will take it. Enemy airplane flying over the left side. Our Bofors is in position, so if it comes any closer... Yep, there it goes. Already nailing the poor guy. Getting hit. Oh, sorry, our airplane is refueling right now. Should be done here soon enough. So there is fuel, because I knew there was fuel on Red Dragon, but I don't know if there was in this game. So between us and our ally, we managed to shoot down the enemy scout plane. It crashed right there in the field. And now there is a dead German plane just kind of hanging out. That's a big-ass plane. All right, so what do we want to do? Let's move up these armored rifles. Get them in the bushes over there. And we're actually going to move up this AT gun into the bushes over there to hopefully snipe out that car there, that little scout car. Just literally take it out since they're just kind of hanging around doing nothing. We're also going to take our M8. We're going to move him up too. We're going to move my M4A1 up as well. And we're also going to try to get this gun up here in the front of the bushes. Actually, no, it would be better to put it here. It can see more going on there. So we're going to put it there. Yeah, I like that. We can see that little town up ahead. As long as we keep moving up, eventually we're going to be able to pop shots at that. So that'll be interesting. Let's see. Did the AT gun get to the point where it can fire yet? Nope. But it's getting there. He is getting there. Oh, now he can. Wonderful. His chance to hit is 0%. Oop, 16%. There we go. So he's going to start, chugging shells right on at that little scout car. The scout car is going to kick it into high gear and try to roll on out before it gets blown up by the AT guy. The AT guys. Oh, 41% chance to hit. Come on, baby. Come on. Boom. Blew his ass right up. All right, so see, we're making a little bit of progress here. Baby steps, baby steps. Enemy airplane is flying over. We're going to have our Bofors ready to go. Looks like another scout plane. They're sending out a second one. Ballsy little bastards, aren't they? But unfortunately for them, it's going to fly too close, and it's going to piss off our Bofors, who's going to proceed to shoot it right on out of the sky. Two. And then our allies even bringing in an airplane to shoot him down too. Yeah, it is not his day at all. It is not his day. Ooh, come on, let's get him. Let's get him, boys. Let's get him. Oh, he might get out of range. Jesus Christ, that plane could take a beating. Oh, well, we got him. Our allies managed to shoot him down, but unfortunately for our allied P-51 there, it might get shot down as well. It went a bit too deep into enemy territory, but no, he's fine. He's fine. We're going to move up this other guy right here, and it looks like an enemy tank moved up the eastern side, and we blew him up right in the middle of the street. Sucks for him. So that's basically kind of the thing. Like, can you imagine actually playing out this whole battle? You zoom out and you're playing it from this perspective. I mean, it's clearly possible. I've seen people do it, but like me, myself, whew, I don't think I can handle that. That's a bit too much. I'm getting too old for that shit, man. Let me tell you, like, it's getting hard to play these games. They're just so in-depth. But so far, I'm kind of enjoying my time with this game. It does seem pretty good. For the most part, it's not overly difficult. Take baby steps. Like, that's kind of what I've been doing. Just little baby steps here and there. There we go. We actually got our supply car. Oh, shit. Enemy AT gun bounced off our half track. Back up. No. Back up. Transmission's damaged. Keep going, boys. Keep going. Get out of there. You have families. Dude, that is the luckiest half track in existence. 3 shells have bounced off of this half track. I think that was the driver. Oh yeah, the driver's knocked out. Well, the whole crew's knocked out now. That thing is dead as hell. I like how I'm not even sitting here helping it. I'm just kind of watching it get shot. Shit, it's still alive. Oh no. Rosie, no! And they got Rosie. Poor old Rosie. Shot right out of the sky. I'm kind of sad about that. I guess that's what I get for not paying attention. Alright, so what is that? That's a Pac 36. That's why them shells keep bouncing off the bastard. He's still trying to fall back, but nope, there it goes. Blown up. Whole crew just completely annihilated. That sucks. But that's okay. We're going to call in some more infantry. Let's see. Let's get 2 armored rifle guys in here. Looks like an enemy tank's rolling down the road. We need to keep our eyes out and be careful. Yeah, we don't want to draw out. No, wait. Can we get him? Can we get him? Can we? No line of sight. There's trees in the way. What is that? Another Panzer 35. Unfortunately, or 39. Fortunately for him, our 57 mil isn't going to give him any chance to survive. Open fire, men. Blast him into non-existence. Nah, we didn't get him. Be advised. All right, we're going to move our tank up the road. Right now, he doesn't have line of sight because of these bushes here, or these trees. So we basically want to get him to a spot where he can start opening fire on the enemy tanks and whatnot who come down the road. Oh, shit. Ooh, that was a ridiculously well-fired shot. So we're going to return fire with our own artillery now that we can do that. What other airplanes do we got? We lost our scout plane, so we're going to need some new recon units to come up in here. I'm going to get us some actual manpower scouts. We're going to move our M8 over a little bit so it doesn't get blown up by that artillery barrage that's being fired on the position. We can see where the shells are coming from, but we ain't got no way to shoot back at them. So that's one thing we got to keep in mind. I'm going to move this command tank up a little bit further down the road. So yeah, see, there's line of sight on him. Oh, it looks like our M8's got sight. And he's going to open fire on him, try to take him out. Ooh. Enemy pack gun right there in the middle of the road. That could have been bad. Thankfully, our crew caught it before it was too late and started opening fire. They could have actually died if they weren't careful. Let's get back into a good position. Come on. We're actually going to move our armored rifle dudes up a little bit. And hopefully they can do some work. We're going to move our Bofors up as well. And slowly, little baby steps. Again, I'm a very slow player when it comes to these games. Even though I know I could be doing a lot of stuff way faster, it's I just want to make sure that I don't F up. Because one false move can lead to your whole division getting wiped out. Just looking over here at the battle on the left side, the medium AI is definitely doing a lot more work. Definitely a lot more is going on there. Oh, our command tank just took a shell to the face. There's an enemy AT. Ooh. Ooh, move, boy, move. Oh, fuck. Our M4A1 just got one-shotted. What the hell was that? It must have been something pretty decent sized. Then again, sometimes some tanks and whatnot do just kind of get lucky shots. It happens. It happens. But thankfully, our Calliope is ready to open fire. And I think with this little salvo from the Calliope, we'll call it a day on this particular video. Let's get these dudes up there on the front line. I do like the dynamic front line that's going on in this game. It's really cool mechanic. Yep, Panzer 39. There it is right there. We need to be careful. Oh, he's opening fire on our half track. And you know what? I'm gonna fire the Calliope at that dude. Yeah, look at that. Aiming, prepared to fire. Let's take him down. Okay. Never mind. So the Calliope's gonna move up. Oh, hold down, boys. Take him down, take him down. Fire, fire, fire. Ooh, that could be bad. Let's move our command tank up a little bit. I need to get eyes on. That's what I need eyes on. Can I attack ground? Let me see. Yeah, I can. I can order to fire on a unit. So we're going to fire about right there. And can we reach that enemy tank? No, we can't reach him yet. But we are sending the enemy infantry retreating down the way. And there goes our fire from the Calliope. Just completely shelling that area. Wow, that was an incredibly inaccurate strike. I don't think we hit anything. At least what we were trying to hit. But hey, it still looks really cool. And we fired most of our shells. God, they're still firing. Look at that thing go. There, wait, we got it. We hit it. We blew something up. Nice. All right, that was legit. I enjoyed that. But anyway, this has been CommissarBRO. Thanks so much for stumbling through this little video with me. Again, I do not claim to be a master at the war games, and this one especially seems much harder than the other ones. So it's definitely a learning experience, and so far my experience with it has been pretty positive. I like it. I'm digging what I've played so far. So I'm kind of excited to kind of keep delving deeper into it, and hopefully I actually get pretty good at it, or I figure out exactly what it is I'm trying to do when I play through it, so I can bring you guys some better content. Be sure that before the game comes out, because it does come out like May 23rd, I think, there will actually be a review video where I delve more in depth of what I think about the game. But we'll see. We'll see that when we get there. Anyway, this has been CommissarBRO. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.